Good morning and welcome to the Oasis Center for Spiritual Living, where we come together as one, providing spiritual tools for daily living. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Reverend Tucker. I'm the senior minister here at the Oasis. And happy Mother's Day, by the way. We do things a little bit differently here on Mother's Day. We have a healing ceremony, so we're going to do the introductions, and then we're going to do the announcements and the collection and all of that, so that we can just stay centered in the healing ceremony. And when you leave, you'll still be in that energy. So let me introduce, let's do it by how long I've known everybody. Let's do it that way. So first is my partner in crime, the wise and powerful Oz, who was my first baby practitioner, really. He actually took all of his training with me except for one class that he took at Mile High, and served as a practitioner in our church for many years, and then became our board president for many years. And then he decided to move to Florida. And we lost the ability to have him in the service. So when we went live for the pandemic, I said, "Hey, Oz, would you be willing to be the practitioner of the day?" That's all I asked him was, "Would you be willing to be the practitioner of the day?" And he said, "Sure." Little did either one of us know that 5 years later, he would still be the practitioner of the day every week. But thank you so much, because I couldn't do this without you. The practitioner of the day means that he does the invocation, the benediction, and he's available for our 1-minute miracle after the service. So I'll talk about that a little bit more later, but it's such a blessing to have you with us, Oz. Thank you.
Good to be.
All right. And then we have Miss Albertina Giuffre. This is Tina.
Hello.
And Tina was our singer from like 2000. And a couple of years ago, her ex-husband died, and she had to get the house ready for sale. And it's been a couple of years. It's been several years.
It's the second year now. The first year I just got the garage done. That's how bad it was.
And so she comes for what we call our crying season, or she calls it our crying season: Mother's Day, Father's Day, and Memorial Day. And then she's also here during Christmas, during our Advent series. She usually comes for a couple of Advent topics. And so we're really blessed to have her here with us today on Mother's Day, because we can't do Mother's Day without a lot of music, and we can't make Faith do all the music. No. So it's such a blessing to have both Faith and Tina here today.
Oh,
so.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, it's the same season as the fallen season, but
I know,
we'll
right?
get through it.
I know, right? All right. And then there is my faithful assistant, Faith, who is the person behind the scenes that does everything. I just have to speak. That's really it. Everything else, she's back there pressing buttons and making things appear and disappear. In The Wizard of Oz, you pull back the veil and there's a little old man sitting there. Here you pull back the veil and there's Faith. But she's been my assistant since the day she's born, basically. When she was 3 weeks old, her dad brought her to church, and he would do the music or the sound in one hand and hold her in the other hand. And then when she was able to crawl, he let go of her and she crawled right up on stage, and we kind of left her there because, I could step over her and she acted like she belonged there. So we left her. And then as she aged, she would start doing the affirmation cards after the service, kind of an usher function, she and her sister. And she lived about 6 blocks from my house. So when her dad was on out-of-town tows, because he was a tow truck driver, he would drop the girls at my house, and they would do projects with me, because everything about my life is projects. So that's what we did. And I got a chance to see how Faith worked. So when she was 14 and a half and said, "I want a real job," I hired her for my ozone business. And out of all of my assistants, she was the best one. And when we went live for this, I said, "Okay, do you want to be my ministerial assistant?" And she said, "Yes." And so here we are 5 years later, almost to the day. We started Easter in 2020. So, yeah. And like I said, she's the one behind the scenes that does everything. But also, she has become our singer since Tina needed to step away. And so she will be doing some of the music today too. So thank you for being here, Faith. I couldn't do this without you. All right. And like I said, it is Mother's Day. Not that I need to make that proclamation, but just saying happy Mother's Day. Let's see. I also want to introduce our adjunct music team, which is Reverend Fairy Lane Silver and Karen Drucker. Reverend Fairy Lane Silver is the first one who asked us to do her music. And Karen Drucker gifted us with her entire collection. Back in 2020, that was 20 CDs. She gave us songbook files so we'd have lyrics. She gave us karaoke files and some sing-alongs, which she didn't have. When she doesn't have karaoke files, she sends sing-along files, which are basically the same except that she's singing along with you. It's just been a blessing to have these two gift us with their music, because we couldn't do a Sunday service with music if it wasn't for these two ladies. Because every time we try to do contemporary music, we get muted. So either Facebook mutes us or now YouTube has started to mute us too. So anyway, that's where we're at. And so today's going to be a wonderful healing service. So I'm going to get some of these things out of the way. There's a watch party button if you would like to invite your friends. This is not a typical Sunday service. So what I would say is that you can invite them, letting them know that the Mother's Day healing service is not our typical Sunday. Normally, it's a way for them to see what kind of Sunday service they can expect, and you can chat amongst yourselves because it's a private chat, so you can answer any questions they have. But today, maybe you know someone who would really benefit from healing mother issues, and that's what we're doing today. So click on that watch party button and allow invite all your friends so they can see what we do here. In the meantime, I'd like you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Allow the service to uplift and inspire you as we move into our centering song.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can feel the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can feel the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
The presence of God is always and everywhere. For God, as we conceive of it, is all there is, in all things, as all things, moving through all things, creating all things anew, in each and every moment. We know that God's presence is here with us in this service, whether you're listening to us live or in the future, for God is always there. And knowing that that is so, I declare a blessing for all involved, knowing that God's message touches and reaches everyone who needs to hear it. And I know this is good and very good, and I give thanks that it is so. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Oz. Okay, so we're going to do the offering next, and then we'll do announcements. So right now is our opportunity to receive your gifts, tithes, and offerings, and your opportunity to share gratitude for that which you may have experienced in the physical realm, or perhaps what you have created in the mind of God and have not yet experienced in the physical realm. In a moment, I'm going to have you go to www.oasiscsl.org and say the offering affirmation with me. It's about 2/3 down the page. And then underneath that is the Contribute Now button. So let me just give a brief description of what you're contributing to. And basically, the only person who gets paid here is Faith. Because she has to do so much work behind the scenes, and she has to be front and center through the entire service. We're paying for her like 1.5 hours of her time. So the other thing is that we have to market it because we want to be global. Our mission, our vision is a healed world. And our mission to get there is healing the world one person at a time. And we can only do that in a global way if we market. Unfortunately, it costs money. So when we say click on that Contribute Now button, that's what you're contributing to. So right now, whether you're in real time or later on, please go with me now to www.oasiscsl.org. And about 2/3 down the page is the offering affirmation. Please say that with me right now. This perfect gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give and joyously I receive. And so it is. All right, hit that Contribute Now button and help us get to our vision through our mission. All right. So the first announcement we have is we have licensed practitioners in our church, and they serve our church in 3 different ways. The first being that they will pray every day for a week on any prayer request you might have. So if you would like prayer for something, put it in the comments section, and Faith will make sure that our God Squad gets it. We call our licensed practitioners God Squad because back in like 1998, when I first started out in ministry, I had this image of like practitioners marching in and taking charge. So we call them the God Squad. But anyway, if you'll put that in the comments section, then Faith will make sure they get it. And if you don't want it to be public, you can DM her, and she will also likewise make sure that the God Squad gets it. And our practitioners will pray every day on those for a week. The second way that practitioners serve our church is that they offer spiritual guidance by appointment for a fee. Now, you will reach out to, right now it's only Oz, but you will reach out to Oz and tell him that you would like a session for spiritual guidance. Usually by messenger is the easiest way to reach him. And he will let you know how to pay for it. Now, I don't get involved. Practitioners have their own businesses, so I don't get involved in how you pay for it. But some practitioners use Wise, some use PayPal, some use Cash App, Venmo, even Zelle. There's a worldwide one, but I can never remember the name of it. And so Oz will let you know how to pay for your session, and then he will reach out to you by video chat at the appointed time. So that's how that works. The third way practitioners serve our church is obviously being practitioner of the day, which is doing the invocation, the benediction, and being available for our 1-minute miracle at the end. That's not a time for counseling, but it is a time where you can share with him whatever issues you're experiencing, and he will stop, drop, and pray with you right then and there. So that is what the licensed practitioners do in our church. Now, we like to support those who support us. So Brooks and Bailey are these 2 ladies who make this lovely jewelry. And they are, yeah, I'll give it a minute. And they have these bracelets, for instance, that have like a bar and a hoop. So when it goes through, it locks into place, which is really nice for me because I lose bracelets like crazy. And in 5 years, I haven't lost, I think it slipped off my wrist maybe twice, which is saying something for me because I lost a diamond watch in Vegas and luckily somebody turned it in. But because things slip off my wrist, I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not a girly girl. So, but I always like to focus on their mala beads that they sell. because, the Hindus and Buddhists use this one beat at a time to do their chants. So I think this is a great way to do your 100 affirmations a day, which is what I recommend if you want to be successful with your affirmations. And there's 108 beads on a necklace and 54 on a bracelet. So if you use these, you can do the necklace once a day, or you can do the bracelets twice a day. This particular one is, oh, you can't even see it. Sorry, never mind. And so all of the proceeds benefit Rocky Mountain Lab Rescue. You can reach them through Brooks and Bailey 0307 at Gmail or on their Facebook page. When they are having an event where they have a booth, I always try to share that so that you can go visit them in person. But anyway, this one is the amethyst one. Now it's $60, but they have all kinds of gemstones, and they start at $30. I think the bracelets are somewhere between $15 and $25. I don't quote me on that because I don't know exactly. But I just wanted to mention them because they are, like I said, we like to support those who support us. And so that brings me to Reverend Fairy Lane Silver. And Faith, can you put that up? And so she has a website that she's not able to update for some reason to tell you what form of payment to use. But she travels around singing all the time, all over the country. And she has her CDs in the trunk of her car. So go to her website, figure out which one you would like, and then you'll reach out to her by email, let her know that you want to purchase it. She'll tell you how to pay for it. And then once it's paid for, she will send it out. And she's very good at sending it out right away the next day. Then there's Karen Drucker, whose website does work. And so you can pay for it right then and there. You can buy it by the song, by the karaoke file. You can get the CD, obviously. And she has songbooks. And some of the song pages in the songbook have American Sign Language. So you could learn how to sign a song if you wanted to. And like I said, hers does work. Faith and I, our favorites are Songs of Spirit, her series of chants. So it's Songs of Spirit 1, 2, and 3. Oh, no, 2, 3, and 4, sorry. But she also has wonderful CDs that have actual songs on them. We're going to be doing one of those today. I think we're doing 2 of them, actually. I can't remember now. I can't ever remember what music anybody's doing.
I'm just doing one of them. Maybe Faith is doing one too.
And that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that Faith might be doing one too. I don't remember exactly. I never can remember any of that. If you like something you hear, whether that's something I say, Oz prays, or one of these 2 ladies sings, make sure and use that like button. If you love something, send us love, because we love to get love. And if something strikes you as powerful and right on target, use that wow button, because it gives me feedback on how we're doing as far as being targeting like we want. All right. I think that's it. I think we are now going to start the service. So I want to honor everyone who's here that has functioned in the capacity of a mother. Now, that could be a biological mother. That could be a stepmother. That could be hang on, I got to get there it is. That could be someone who steps in for a mother. I had that opportunity this past summer. I had a little 8-year-old that stayed with me for 4 months. It could be a dad, like Faith's dad, who became mother and father. There's a lot of people who function as a mother. I happen to think that my 4-legged friends and my bird friends are my kids. Not everybody thinks of their animals that way. They're not pets to me. They're my actual children. So in terms of that, I think we're mothers. So I like to celebrate those mothers that have 4-legged, furry, feathered, reptilian kids, right? So we're honoring everybody today. And so the first section we're doing is about honoring the mothers that are here. So what I would like you to do is, if you're a mother or if you functioned in the capacity of a mother at any point in time, to put in the comment your name. And that way we can include you in the prayer list that we send to the God Squad later on. So, and then Faith will send you something. We did virtual purple roses last time. I'm not sure what we're doing this year. You don't know? Okay. It's a surprise.
You will see what Messenger ends up letting me do. So it will be a surprise, but there will be
Okay. Sounds good. All right. All right. In the meantime, I have a reading for you. Let's see. Which one is it? My mother taught me. Okay. All right. And so I just want to do a brief overview of why we even celebrate Mother's Day. Because it's turned into a whole thing with florists and gifts and, retail stores and all of that. But really, we need at least one day that specifically for moms, because they do so much. They take care of us. They nurture us. They have given their lives for us. A lot of times they've given up their dreams to be able to raise us as children. So we do like to honor them on Mother's Day. All right, here we go. This is called Things My Mother Taught Me. My mother taught me logic. If you fall off that swing and break your neck, you can't go to the store with me. My mother taught me medicine. If you don't stop crossing your eyes, they're going to stay that way. My mother taught me to think ahead. If you don't pass your spelling test, you'll never get a good job. My mother taught me ESP. Put your sweater on. Don't you think that I know when you're cold? My mother taught me to meet a challenge. Sorry, I gotta go down here. What were you thinking? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't talk back to me. Anybody else relate to that? My mother taught me humor. When the lawnmower cuts off your toes, don't come running to me. My mother taught me how to become an adult. If you don't eat your vegetables, you'll never grow up. My mother taught me about sex. How do you think you got here? My mother taught me about genetics. You are just like your father. My mother taught me about my roots. Do you think you were born in a barn? My mother taught me about the wisdom of age. When you get to be my age, you'll understand. My mother taught me about anticipation. Just wait till your father gets home. My mother taught me about receiving. You're going to get it when we get home. And my all-time favorite thing, justice. One day you will have kids, and I hope they turn out just like you. Then you'll see what it's like. As a side note, just for those who know, I never had children, and that was why. Because my mother always used to say that to me, and I was afraid of what might manifest in my life. So I never had any kids. All right. Let me get down here a little bit. Let's see. I already did all of that. My goodness. I did all of this already. Okay. There's one more reading that I want to do, When God Created Mothers. I don't know how many of you have heard this, but When God Created Mothers by Erma Bombeck. And by the way, Irma Louise Bombeck was an American humorist who achieved great popularity for her newspaper column that described suburban home life from the mid-1960s to the late 1990s. She also published 15 books. But here is When God Created Mothers. When the good Lord was creating mothers, he was into his 6th day of overtime when the angel appeared and said, "You're doing a lot of fiddling around on this one." And God said, "Have you read the specs on this order? She has to be completely washable, but not plastic, have 180 movable parts, all replaceable, run on black coffee and leftovers, have a lap that disappears when she stands up, a kiss that can cure anything from a broken leg to a disappointed love affair, and 6 pairs of hands. The angel shook her head slowly and said, 6 pairs of hands? No way. It's not the hands that are causing me problems, God remarked. It's the 3 pairs of eyes that mothers have to have. That's on the standard model? Asked the angel. God nodded. 1 pair that sees through closed doors when she asks, what are you kids doing in there? When she already knows. Another here on the back of her head that sees what she shouldn't, but what she has to know. And of course, the ones in front that can look at a child when he goofs up and say, I understand and I love you, without so much as uttering a word. God, said the angel, touching his sleeve gently, get some rest tomorrow. I can't, said God. I'm so close to creating something so close to myself. Already I have one who heals herself when she's sick, can feed a family of 6 on 1 pound of hamburger, and can get a 9-year-old to stand under a shower. The angel circled the model of a mother very slowly. It's too soft, she sighed. But tough, said God excitedly. You can imagine what this mother can do or endure. Can it think? Not only can it think, but it can reason and compromise, said the Creator. Finally, the angel bent over and ran her finger across the cheek. There's a leak, she pronounced. I told you that you were trying to put too much into this model. It's not a leak, said the Lord. It's a tear. What's it for? It's for joy, sadness, disappointment, pain, loneliness, and pride. You're a genius, said the angel. Somberly, God said, I didn't put it there. So, right now, I would like to bless all the mothers who are here. We are honored by your presence. Thank you for the contribution to our lives, and we honor your sacrifices because today, this is all about you. And now I turn this over to Faith.
Thank you.
I gave you heartburn and I made you sick. Long before I even took my first breath, and you barely slept for 2 years after you brought me home. I ruined your carpet and colored your walls. I did it again after you scrubbed it off. And if you were lucky, I'd give you the bathroom alone. Still you look back on it all and you smile. So here's to you, Mom, from the heart of your child. Thank you for loving me tenderly, showing me how to be strong. The least I can do after all you have done is thank you for being my mom. I thank you for being my mom. Listen to me when that girl from my heart, and I need practice with your brand new car. Teaching me how to make houses my everything. Keeping my hair every time that I fall. Praying for me faithfully through it all. I am convinced I'm still here 'cause you stayed on your knees. I don't tell you enough just how special you are. But I'm grateful to know from the depths of my heart. Thank you for loving me tenderly, showing me how to be strong. The least I can do after all you have done is thank you for being my mom. I thank you for being my mom. Someday I'll be the one with the marks on my walls, staying awake all night long. As hard as I try, I can honestly say that we all would be lost without mom. So thank you for loving me tenderly and showing me how to be strong. The least I can do after all you have done is thank you for being my mom. I thank you for being my mom.
Thank you. I only clap silently because the dog freaks out if I clap real loud on top of her.
Oh, that was the Mother's Day song by the Three Heath Brothers.
Yes, thank you.
Well, yeah, I was wondering who did that song.
Credit them for their music. They did great.
Thank you so much, Faith. Oh, goodness. And now I would like to honor the mothers that we have less than a perfect relationship with. Perhaps they were never around. Perhaps they left. Perhaps they stuck around and we fought. Like in my case, my mom and I, oh my goodness, we fought most of my life. We fought. Wasn't towards the very end that my mom and I started having a pretty good relationship. Thank you, Oz. Oz put Bernice's name in the room for mothers who are attending, who are still living. So thank you, Oz, for that. And so there's always something that we can heal with our mother. And the reason I say this is we don't come with a set of instructions. It's not like there's a user manual like how your car comes with. That there's a user manual that tells us how to service our children, right? And so they do the best that they can. In my mom's case, her mother died when she was 11, and she ended up living with her grandmother. But she had no idea how to raise a kid because she didn't have that modeled for her. Her grandmother's way of handling things was, it was on a farm, so it was like work from daylight to dusk, you know, and if you overstepped even a hair, like one time my mom, she wanted her to come inside, and my mom looked at her and said, "But," and she got a broom across the head and was out cold for about 3 days. So that was the skill set she came to having a kid with. And so the fact that, you know, her skill set didn't match my needs was not something that was my problem. It just sort of it fell on me because I interpreted it different. Because we you know, people do what they do, and they're not necessarily being disrespectful or trying to hurt us or, you know, not caring about our needs. It's just that they do what they do. And as a kid, I took everything very personally. I don't take anything personally anymore. So I had to work through my life to get over the fact that my needs didn't get met the way I wanted them to get met. So I learned to honor, love, and respect her upbringing and why she had the skill set that she had, and then reparent myself. So that's the basis for why we do the healing service for those moms that have challenges. Not only if they have, you know, if you have a challenge with your mom, but perhaps they might have physical challenges. So whether it's a physical problem or it is an issue between the two of you, doesn't really matter. What we're going to do is have you put their name in the comment section, and we will have the practitioners pray for this group. As well as, in a moment, I'm going to light a candle for those relationships. All right. But in the meantime, I am going to do a forgiveness meditation. So I'd like you to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Just sort of settle in. And I want you to imagine, well, first let's take a deep breath. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, down into your stomach. Hold it and release out your mouth. And let's do another one. Big deep breath in through the nose. Relax and release through the mouth. And we're going to take one really deep last big breath in through the nose. Hold it and release out through the mouth. Really forcefully exiting that breath. And so I'd like you to imagine right now that you are on a chair and you have a chair in front of you, directly in front of you. And you are going to invite your mother to come and sit in that chair with you. You're sitting knee to knee, face to face, within an arm's length of each other. And imagine now that your mom sits there wide open. You can tell by her expression. You can tell by how she holds her body that she is wide open to hearing what you have to say. There's no judgment here because your mother is experiencing this information as non-judgmental and non-attacking, just sitting there wide open, listening with an open heart. And I want you to begin to tell your mother everything that needed to be said that couldn't have been said. Just let that flow from your mouth, whatever needs to be said. How she hurt you, how she wasn't there for you, whatever you need to do. Can we get a little music? Let it all just pour out. And notice that your mother is showing through her eyes how much she cares for you, how much she loves you. You may not have believed that she loved you because of her actions, but a mother always, always, always loves her child. She may not know how to express it, but she always does. And so watch now as your mother takes all of this information, keeping her eyes soft with love and her heart open to hearing it. Let it all out, everything that needed to be said. Notice that your mother is embracing the information. Now imagine that she says to you, I am so sorry. I had no idea how my actions affected you. Of course I love you. Of course I'm proud of you. I'm so sorry that I didn't communicate that. I am so sorry. What can I do to make you feel heard, other than to say, I hear you. I hear everything you're saying to me, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart for not being what you needed, for not being there when you needed me. Now imagine that you say to your mother, I forgive you. Feel how light that feels. Feel how that heaviness that weighed upon your heart and your chest and your shoulders dissipates. Give your mom a hug, or whatever way it feels appropriate to you, to acknowledge that you've been heard and that you do forgive her. Know that you can return here anytime you wish. Just listen to this song by Karen Drucker, I Forgive You.
I forgive you. Will you forgive me? I didn't mean to hurt you. I just couldn't see your point of view. Your hurt and pain. Forgive me now. Let me try again. Will you forgive me? Will you take my hand? Look me in the eyes and understand. Sometimes I just don't know the things I do unintentionally wind up hurting you. Will you forgive me? Please don't close the door. Don't close down your heart. Just get angry at me or scream and cry. We can move to the light if we're just willing to try. I forgive you. Will you forgive me? I know that love is our destiny. We stumble and fall. We learn and we grow. And together we'll find what our hearts already know. Will you forgive me? I'll forgive you. Forgive me, I'll forgive you. Please don't close the door. Don't close down your heart. Just get angry at me or scream and cry. We can move to the light if we both willing to try. I forgive you. Will you forgive me? I know that love is our destiny. We stumble and fall. We learn and we grow. And together we'll find what our hearts already know. Will you forgive me? I'll forgive you. You forgive me. I'll forgive you. Forgive me. I'll forgive you. Will you forgive me? I'll forgive you.
Now open your eyes. Part with your mother however you feel is necessary to put closure on this. And open your eyes and be present in the room now. Because we are going to light a candle for all the names that have been submitted. So far I have Terry Lynn, Faith's mom, and Sean.
Yeah.
Sean.
Very good Dutch.
Okay.
Sheldon Bierman.
Sean. For Tina.
Oh, she skips the last name. Then
I
Here.
can say it.
No.
I just don't use last names. We only use
Oh.
first names.
just wanted you to say it in Dutch.
We've been. I'm having to relearn my Dutch because of Duchess. So I've been working on that anyway.
He's dual language dog here.
Well, she knows Spanish too.
Oh yeah, right.
So right now I am lighting this candle in honor of. Thank you. I hope you can see it. Okay, yeah. In honor of all of the mothers that have issues, whether that's physical or emotional, for all those mothers who have been absent, we still acknowledge you. But also, I'm lighting it for Terry Lynn and Sean, and I want to invoke the essence of any mothers who lost their children this year, whether that's in the Middle East or in this war with Russia and the Ukraine, any that have died here in the United States or all around the world. I really want to acknowledge them because I do understand their pain. So we light this candle for the healing of all of that as we honor everything that they do in their lives and the fact that we forgive them. I honor us. And here is Faith with, here is Tina with Dear Ellie. Yeah.
Forget me again. That I cried. You know that I love you. You know that I care. More than I dream. I'll be there. You know I'm so you. I know I'll be so you. Of your day. Just you could not. I wanted you as a mother
All right, so I want you to realize that no matter why your parent wasn't present, your mother wasn't present, that she does in fact love you. That's the gist of all of this. Why we do the forgiveness work, it doesn't do anything for the mom. It frees our heart up. So I hope that that was significant for you as it has been for me in the past when I have done it. So now I would like to take a moment to just honor those mothers that have gone on, that have passed on. And so we're going to right now put whoever name in the comment section of somebody that you want to that you want to honor as someone who has passed on. So we can light a candle for them and put their name in the service as well. And so I want to read this Mother's Day visit. If I can make it through it, we'll see. I'm putting my mother's name in the room, Mary, because she has passed on. All right. This is called the Mother's Day Visit, Olean Times-Herald, May 12th, 1991. It was a crisp blue sky and sunshine day, warm for the month of May, but hinting strongly at summer's promise. It flowed gently like the breeze that ruffled her hair. You meander, enjoying the brightness and the warmth of the sun. And as you walk along the old worn path to Mama's, you reflect on things past. You're grown now and can look back. She was always fussing at me. Sit up straight. Make sure your face is clean and don't forget to wash behind your ears. Sit still and don't fidget. Don't be going out disappearing. Supper's almost ready. The words echo in your mind and in your heart. Mama always fussed, but then Mama always cared, because she always loved. She always tried to show you by baking the best cookies and cakes after school. There was always a large slice of something and a glass of milk just to tide you over until we eat. Glad that you were home and the house wasn't so empty anymore, and how she hated the rips and tears and half-hanging buttons that had to be mended. Come here, she'd say playfully, grabbing your arm as you tried to fly by her without her seeing, and all the while searching for the needle and thread. She had the eye of an eagle. Nothing escaped her vision, not a smile, not a tear. Like the time you broke her favorite vase and you were so afraid that you hid under your bed and she'd come looking for you. You were certain that it was the end of your little life and sobbed out what you've done. And she just held you close in her arms and whispered in your hair, just as long as it's not you that is broken. She was always there for the good times and the bad, the heartaches and the joys, for the excellent and ordinary days of our lives, always helping, holding, laughing with you, crying with you, tucking you in and kissing you goodnight until you thought you'd gotten too big. Always making sure you knew that she cared and you knew that she loved you. You'd asked her that once. I loved you from the moment I first saw you, she said, and with a twinkle in her bright, beautiful eyes, you were the ugliest little child. And she'd laugh knowing that you knew she didn't mean it. At least not the ugly part. But you always knew that she loved you. Like when you went away for the first time and had called home because you were so homesick. She had said, oh, it'll be all right. You'll be fine. You only have to call. We'll be right there for you. And they always were. And you'd said, I'll work hard and make you proud of me. And she'd said, I already am. And she always was. She believed in you even when you didn't. You can picture her now standing on the porch steps, hands caught up in her apron to hide the flour from the fresh biscuits, yelling for your dad to come inside before everything was cold. Her voice trying to sound so harsh while her heart was happy and glad for the moment in time when she stood and watched you silently before she called out. All through the years, you'd always meant to find somehow to tell her, to show her how very much she meant to you. Now as you walk along, reflecting on the years gone by, you finger the red roses in your arm, knowing that they will be her very first. Stopping, you place them on the ground before the cold granite stone and whisper, Hi, Mama. Happy Mother's Day. I'm late as usual. And you can almost hear her say, I love you always, in every way. So right now, I'm going to light a candle for, let's see, I don't have anybody else in there. Okay. I'm going to light a candle for my mom, Mary. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to light this candle in honor of my sister Joey, who was a beautiful mom and really loved her kids. And so I'm going to turn this over to Tina now to sing our parting song. Oh, maybe I'm going to do that. There it is. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. Get that feel to eat, but always keep that wonder. May you never take one single breath for granted. But forbid love never leaves you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you step beside me. Never wonder close inside hope will fall. Promise me that you give faith, find it. When you get the choice to sit it out or dead. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never feel the mountain. Never settle for the path of distance. You might get chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth it. Don't let some human heart hold you bitter. When you come close to setting out to be considered, if the heavens above just more than a passing glance, and when you get the choice, sit it out or dance. I hope you 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 still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Ever wonder closest, I hope one more. Promise me that you'll give faith fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance. And I hope you dance. 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 And I hope you dance. Yeah. And I pray you dance. I hope you dance. Pardon us while we switch here. All right. I'm going to have Oz pray us out right now.
I know right here, right now, that God's presence is all there is in us, as us, all around us, in every situation, in every possible and potential future. God will be there, and God is here right now. I give thanks for the blessings that unfold, and I know that we are blessed. And I give thanks that it is so. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much for being here. I know there's 1,000 things you could be doing on a Sunday morning, and we were blessed to have you here with us on Mother's Day. Join us next week and every week at 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time, USA time. Until next week, bye. We love you.
Bye.
Mm.